Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be going over how to get every single potion in Minecraft and how to customize your potions as well. Now basically this whole thing set up right here is using the brewing stand. I even have a nice little display right there to help you guys understand all the different ingredients. But everything starts with this brewing stand. So I'm going to go over how you actually use this. So you first have a fuel, which is always going to be blaze powder. And then you want to put, 1 to 3 water bottles in here. Now, how you actually get a water bottle is you want to get a glass bottle. That's you get them by getting 3 glass and put it in a crafting table, and you just want to interact with the water, and you can fill yourself up some water bottles. But let's get into it. So first of all, we have the first potion that we need to make for practically every single potion. That is using a nether wart. Now, what this does is it essentially creates an awkward potion. This is used to then brew other types of effect potions. There's only one exception, though, and that is the weakness potion, where you don't need to do this step, and I'm going to go over that right now. Instead of a nether wart, you can use a fermented spider eye to, of course, make a weakness potion. This is the one exception to the rule. Of course, it makes everything more confusing, though, to explain. But if you want to make a weakness potion, you can do it like that. Now, let's get into the first portion, and then we're going to go through all of the rest of them. So the first one, of course, we're going to be using a nether wart. This is to start every single portion off. You want to do a nether wart first, and then when that's brewed, you want to do a blaze powder. That's how you get a potion of strength. So the strength potion, as obviously anticipated, really makes it so you just do more damage. So I just 4-hit a sheep right there with my fist. If you do a nether wart, blaze powder, and then a fermented spider eye, this actually corrupts the strength potion and gives you a weakness potion. Now, of course, you could just do this with just a fermented spider eye, as I said before, and you'll essentially save some ingredients, but yeah, there's obviously another way to do it as well. And as you can see, it took a while to kill that sheep. Then if you do a nether wart and a bit of sugar, you can get a potion of swiftness, which is speed. So as you can see, I'm going very, very fast right now. Now for the next one, you can do a nether wart and a rabbit's foot. And what that'll do is it'll give you a potion of leaping, and that'll give you jump boost. So this is only a level 1, but you can kind of tell that I'm jumping a little bit higher. It's about a block and a half jump now. And then what you can do is you can take either the sugar or the rabbit's foot, so a nether wart, and either of them two, put it with a fermented spider eye to corrupt the effect, and you'll get a potion of slowness instead. And of course, as anticipated, it basically cancels your sprint. You cannot sprint when this potion is active, and you move very slowly as well. Then we have a nether wart and a glistening melon, and this gives you a potion of healing. So any hearts that you have lost, you will gain back. Then we have a nether wart and a spider eye, which gives you a potion of poison. This will just do damage to you over time. Now, of course, a lot of these negative ones you probably want to have splash potions of, which I'll get to later. So you want to take either a glistening melon or a spider eye, as well as obviously a nether wart, and then a fermented spider eye in the order on iron frames, and you can get a potion of instant damage. Now, the next one is a nether wart and a golden carrot, and this one will give you a potion of night vision. So I'm going to switch it to nighttime, and as you can see, when I drink this potion, it makes the nighttime look very bright. Now, if we corrupt the effect by adding a fermented spider eye, we can get a potion of invisibility. Now, this is really good if you want to sneak up on your friends or something, or like scare them or something. As you can see, you cannot really see me apart from the bottle that I'm holding. And now if you do a nether wart and a phantom membrane, you can get a potion of slow falling. So, as anticipated once again, it'll essentially make it so you fall slower. You essentially glide down a little bit, as you can tell right there. Then we're going to do a nether wart and a ghast tear. And this will give us a potion of regeneration, which will heal me over time. Now, I forgot to actually record this one right here that you see on the bottom of the screen. If you do a nether wart and a magma cream, this will give you a fire resistance potion. Now, all that potion basically does when you drink it is it makes it so you are completely invulnerable to fire or lava as well. So you can literally just swim in lava. So the next one is a nether wart and a pufferfish, and this will give you a potion of water breathing. And obviously, as anticipated once again, as you can see the bubbles on the bottom right there, I have not drunk the potion yet. And when I drink the potion, you'll see that the bubbles go all the way back up and I can essentially survive in the water forever until the potion wears out. Now if we do a nether wart and a turtle shell, you can make a potion of the Turtle Master. This will basically give you resistance, which is the good effect, but you get slowness instead. But this is the only way to actually get the resistance effect, so I guess it's kind of good in that way. Now the next one is a nether wart and a breeze rod. So this is to get the potion of wind charging. Now for all the next 4 effects, I'm going to be showing these using splash potions, as these all work when killing something. So I'm going to kill this sheep right here. You can see I had a little weird explosion effect and essentially knocked me back. Now if you do a spider web and a nether wart, you'll get a potion of weaving. Now when you kill a sheep, you'll get these spider webs that essentially spawn when the sheep dies. Then we have a nether wart and a slime block. This will be a potion of oozing. So when you hit a sheep with it or whatever and then kill it, it spawns 2 slimes instead. And then we have one more potion, which is the potion of infestation. So if you combine a nether wart and a bit of stone, and then obviously hit a sheep or whatever mob you want to hit, and then eventually, after however many hits of the sheep, you might get some silverfish spawning. Now it is a small chance, but eventually you might get it happening. Now we're going to go into the different amplifiers. So this is the first amplifier. We have potion of strength 2. So that's what glowstone does. It essentially enhances the potion. So now if I drink this, instead of a sheep being killed in 4 punches, I can now kill it in only 3. Now, not all effects can have the glowstone or the redstone be applied to it. The redstone makes the potion last longer. So this one right here is strength, just normal strength, but for 8 minutes. Now, just bear in mind as well, you can only put either glowstone or redstone, so you have to choose wisely if you want to have it more enhanced or longer. Then we're going to use gunpowder to make it a splash potion, as you can see right here. And if you do gunpowder and a dragon's breath after it, you can make a potion of lingering. Now, you can do both the splash and the lingering potion for every single type of effect. So I have this little board right here to kind of simplify everything that I went over in this video. So there's only one potion that obviously requires you to use a fermented spider eye instead of a nether wart, and there's this one right here, the weakness one, as I went over before. Every single other one, you want to use any of these ingredients. So I'm going over every single one right here. So it has the ingredient in the item frame, and of course the potion effect that you get from it as the text. And we of course went over every single one of these in this video. So that's just a nice summary right there for you guys. Now, as I said before, you can make every single one of these into a splash or a lingering potion, as I just mentioned before. Now we're getting to the confusing part. So you can actually corrupt the effects, as I went over before, by using a fermented spider eye. So which ones you can actually do this for is, first of all, the strength potion that can make a weakness potion, but of course it's not very good value for actual resources, as you can just do it simply by just having a fermented spider eye and without the blaze powder and the nether wart. Now if you do either speed or jump boosts, sugar or rabbit's foot, you will get a slowness potion. If you do poison or healing or spider eye and glistening melon, you will get a harming one. And if you do a golden carrot, which is night vision, you will get invisibility. Now, once again, I want to reiterate for the redstone and glowstone part, you can only put one of either one of these on the potion. You cannot do both. And so for the speed and the jump boost potions, you can see that you can actually apply either one of them. But for this one, for example, you can see it's got a dimmer light. And I've done that simply because if you were to do a strength potion, it will allow you to use either one. But if you try to corrupt it to a weakness potion, you can only use redstone. Now, the same thing over here, if you try to do a poison potion with a spider eye, it's going to allow you to do either redstone or glowstone. But if you try to corrupt it and make it a harming potion, you can only use glowstone. You cannot use redstone. So I'm just going to pause the video here. I hope this actually helps you guys out a little bit to understand what you're allowed to use, like, you know, gunpowder, redstone, and glowstone wise for the different ones. I just want to explain them 2 examples right there. That's the 2 exceptions. Now, in addition to all that, there's actually one more use for these potions, in addition to what I've mentioned, and that is the cauldron. You can essentially use arrows on a cauldron to put the effect on the arrow. So I'm going to put it on some. I'm going to put one potion in the cauldron. and it gives us 16 arrows when I activate it. If I put 2 potions in, it's obviously going to give us 32 arrows. But surprisingly, if I do 3 potions, the math doesn't add up. And I don't know why this is. And if you do 3 potions and then use some arrows, you can get a full stack of arrows, which is really weird. I don't know why the math goes like that and doubles essentially each time. But you really want to actually put all 3 potions in so you get the most amount of arrows from this. Now, obviously, these arrows can be used to attack and damage enemies or mobs or whatever, and it'll apply that effect to the mob when you hit it. But that's everything for this video, guys. I really hope this video helped you guys out if you are trying to learn the world of brewing in Minecraft. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys next video.